In the bustling subway of New York City, the sound of a lone guitar echoed through the tunnels, blending with the distant rumble of trains. Alex, a young American guitarist, sat on a worn wooden bench, his fingers strumming gently as if searching for a sound that could capture the chaos and beauty of the city. Around him, people hurried past, lost in their own worlds, unaware of the music filling the space between the rails. Amid the crowd, a soft humming voice began to rise, delicate and melodic, drawing Alex's attention. He looked up to see a young Filipino woman named Mia, her eyes sparkling as she hummed a Tagalog tune that seemed to dance effortlessly with his guitar. Their rhythms intertwined, creating a harmony neither of them had planned but both felt deeply. In that brief moment, two worlds collided through music, a bridge between continents and cultures that spoke louder than words ever could. The neon lights reflected on the wet subway floor, casting fleeting colors over their connected expressions, and for the first time, Alex realized that music was not just sound, it was connection. Weeks later, the duo found themselves on a sun-kissed beach in California, the ocean waves crashing rhythmically behind them. Alex held his guitar while Mia adjusted a small microphone, both smiling as they experimented with the blend of English and Tagalog lyrics. Mia spoke of her childhood in Manila, describing nights filled with street performances, vibrant festivals, and the warmth of her family and community. Alex listened intently, imagining the colorful streets and music-filled nights she described, and suggested they capture that feeling in their song. As they sang together, their voices melded seamlessly, the English and Tagalog lyrics weaving a story of love, culture, and unity. Clips of their impromptu performance began circulating online, first gaining attention on social media, then going viral. Their video racked up millions of views as people from all over the world watched, enchanted by the authenticity of their collaboration. It was a perfect blend of cultures, and the joy on their faces was infectious, a testament to the power of shared creativity. However, the sudden success brought challenges. A prestigious music producer from Los Angeles approached Mia with a solo contract, offering fame and fortune if she parted ways with Alex. The offer created tension, casting shadows over their collaboration. Mia struggled with the decision, torn between ambition and the deep bond she had formed with Alex. Despite the pressure, she knew that the music they created together carried a unique authenticity that could not be replicated alone. With heavy hearts, they parted temporarily, each pursuing their personal journey, yet remaining connected through the invisible thread of music. Mia returned to Manila, drawing inspiration from the vibrant streets, the laughter of children, and the lively community around her. She composed a heartfelt solo song in Tagalog, rediscovering her roots and embracing the essence of her culture. Meanwhile, Alex remained in New York, composing melodies under the city lights, each note a message to Mia across the ocean. Eventually, fate reunited them at the Manila International Music Festival. On the grand stage, amid a roaring crowd, Alex appeared with his guitar, joining Mia for their final performance. Their song, a perfect fusion of English and Tagalog, resonated through the stadium, celebrating love, unity, and the universal language of music. In that moment, the crowd cheered, fireworks lit up the night sky, and it became clear that borders meant nothing when hearts and rhythms were united. Weeks after their chance encounter in New York, Alex and Mia found themselves standing on the warm sands of a California beach as the sun began its slow descent toward the horizon, painting the sky in brilliant shades of orange, pink, and gold. The gentle roar of the ocean mingled with the soft whisper of the wind, creating a natural rhythm that seemed to mirror the pulse of their hearts. Alex held his guitar carefully, adjusting the strap over his shoulder, while Mia, her hair tousled by the breeze, tested the small microphone she had brought along. She hummed a few notes tentatively, watching how the sound blended with the waves, and then smiled as Alex picked up the rhythm, letting the chords flow effortlessly. Each note seemed to float in the salty air, carrying with it the echoes of their shared dreams and the unspoken bond forming between them. They laughed lightly as they struggled to find the perfect harmony, the sound of the crashing waves competing with their music, but somehow adding a wild, beautiful energy that no studio could ever replicate. Mia began to speak softly about her life in Manila, recounting memories of bustling streets lit with colorful lanterns, festivals where music filled every corner, and the joyous chatter of people gathering to celebrate life. She told Alex about the street performers she had admired as a child, musicians whose melodies carried stories of love, struggle, and hope. Alex listened intently, captivated not only by her words but by the way her eyes lit up when she spoke of her home. He imagined the vibrant energy of her city, the aroma of street food, the laughter of children running barefoot through narrow alleyways, and the way every sound seemed to carry life itself. Inspired, Alex suggested they try to capture some of that magic in their own song, blending the raw authenticity of Filipino culture with the polished, melodic tones of his guitar. They experimented with different chord progressions and vocal rhythms, carefully layering English lyrics with Tagalog phrases, letting the two languages dance together seamlessly. Each line they sang felt like a conversation, a story of two worlds finding harmony in a single melody. As the sun dipped lower, painting the ocean in a trail of fiery reflections, Mia and Alex recorded short clips of their collaboration, posting them to social media with playful captions. Within hours, their video began to gather attention. Comments from people across the globe appeared almost instantly, praising the emotional depth of the song, the beautiful fusion of cultures, and the undeniable chemistry between the two performers. The video began to go viral, spreading like wildfire, with viewers enchanted by the authenticity and passion behind every note. Alex and Mia watched in disbelief as the number of likes and shares climbed, their joy magnified by the realization that their music was connecting people from different countries and cultures. In that moment, they felt invincible, the ocean breeze carrying their laughter and voices far beyond the sands beneath their feet, proving that when two hearts and cultures meet through music, the result can be magical, timeless, and utterly unforgettable. The sudden surge of fame that followed their viral video brought both exhilaration and tension. Alex and Mia found themselves in a sleek, modern recording studio in Los Angeles, the walls lined with polished instruments and neon lights reflecting off the glass panels. The room buzzed with energy, the faint hum of computers and recording equipment mixing with the faint echo of previous sessions. A prestigious music producer, impeccably dressed and exuding confidence, entered the studio with a broad smile that concealed a calculating edge. His eyes immediately focused on Mia, drawn to the undeniable talent and unique charm that had captivated millions online. "Mia," he began smoothly, "your voice is incredible. The world needs you, and I want to give you a solo contract that could launch your career internationally." The words hung in the air like a storm cloud, heavy and electric, creating a sudden tension that neither Alex nor Mia could ignore. Mia's smile faltered as she processed the offer, her heart pounding. She glanced at Alex, whose fingers unconsciously traced a chord on his guitar, his eyes questioning, confused, and quietly concerned. The room felt smaller suddenly, almost suffocating, as if the walls themselves understood the conflict unfolding inside them. "Alone?" Mia asked softly, almost whispering, "What about us, the song we made together?" The producer's confident smile didn't waver. "He'll slow your progress," he said, his tone calm yet insistent. "You have the potential to be a global star, but you need to take this opportunity." Silence settled, broken only by the occasional hum of the air conditioning and the distant sounds of the city outside. Mia's mind raced. She could feel the pull of ambition, the allure of fame and recognition, but it clashed violently with the connection she shared with Alex, the music they had created together, and the promise of authenticity they had built from the very beginning. Alex, sensing the storm brewing inside her, spoke softly, almost hesitant. "I won't stop you, if this is your dream," he said, his voice barely audible over the hum of tension. "But remember why we started, the music we created together. It's special." Mia's eyes glistened as tears threatened to spill, torn between two powerful forces. The room seemed to darken with the weight of the decision, and even the producer, confident and smooth, could sense the fragile bond hanging in the balance. Mia's hands trembled slightly as she held her notebook, the pages filled with lyrics that represented their journey, their struggles, and their combined dreams. She realized that while fame might bring attention and fortune, it could never replicate the authenticity, emotion, and shared experience that had defined their music from the very first note. After what felt like an eternity, Mia gently shook her head, the tears now flowing freely down her cheeks. "I can't, not like this," she whispered. Alex reached out instinctively, brushing a strand of hair from her face, understanding more in that simple gesture than words could ever convey. The producer's smile faltered slightly, sensing the refusal but maintaining a professional composure. As Mia and Alex left the studio, stepping into the warm Los Angeles night, the distant lights reflected off their faces, highlighting the mix of relief, sadness, and determination in their expressions. They knew the path ahead would be challenging, but their music, their connection, and their shared passion remained unbroken. The viral storm had tested them, threatened to pull them apart, yet it had also solidified the truth: genuine art, created together with honesty and love, was stronger than any temptation of fame. In the quiet moments as they walked under the city lights, the chords of their unfinished song echoed softly, a reminder that their journey was far from over and that the real music had yet to begin.